Hello everybody, this is another night I'm playing and fixing this nice Nakamichi 681ZX. Finally I was able to fix recording and calibration. With recording it was an issue I'm not sure if it's transportation issue or what. Record head has been misaligned, so I had to align it properly and it started to record high frequencies pretty well. And the next piece, that auto calibration did fail, despite it was setting up correctly azimuth and levels. It did fail all the time, so I had to learn schematics for this deck, had to learn how it works. So if you may see here, in this part, you may see it's a record calibration. Let me see if I can make it better. Timer for auto calibration. So, but the time when the timer will perform this impulse, we need to have a 0 volt or close to 0 on pin number 12 of IC 902, and that was not the case, so I had to learn how to fix it. I replaced capacitor, this C907 for 2.2 microfarad, and additionally I had to solder over the pin number 12 of this IC to have it solved. So now everything works pretty fine. So I believe I can demonstrate it. So this is a nice tape TDK-D90. Let's do calibration. So it's AX, 120 microseconds, Dolby off. Let's do calibration procedure. It starts with record pause. After calibration, play. See, it's looking for level gets there. Looking for azimuth, bam, it's ready. And now we may verify recording with recording tone. So we'll record 400 Hz tone and then 15 kHz. To record 400 Hz, we will set it to 0 decibel on the millivoltmeter. Here you may see how it looks from the tone generator. Tone generator is built in, so we can turn it off, turn it on, switch to 15 kHz. So let's check levels first. So I'm doing recording from tone generator, 400 Hz. It's a little bit less, like 371. But it's how deck is set up. So you may see it here. It's original tone, so we just recorded up to 6 on the counter. Let's go back, play it over again. You may see tone is in place, output is in place. Everything looks to be fine. Next piece, let's record 15 kHz tone. So I will put 15 kHz. You would not be able to see unless tape starts moving because it will measure tone level. So let's fix it a little bit in bias. Make sure it would not be blinking. So we currently recording minus 19 decibel, I believe. Yeah, it's minus 19. Let's do record and see what results we will get. You see, we can see it on the level here, and on the level here is minus 20, minus 20.5. Minus 19.5, minus 20 decibel. So it's half decibel. It's very close. Indicator, you see, it's a little bit not even on the high frequencies, so it's 15.5 kilohertz, I believe, the frequency. So it stopped recorded. So that's a nice deck. So it's finally ready. We need to do a small piece. We need to make eject lever to help it. Right now I have to use my finger to pull it open, and just right there, you see, with this lever I can just pull it up and it will open the door. Let's check another tape. Let's use TDK 90. Let's switch to the 70 microsecond SX tape and do calibration. See motor working for levels. Done. So it's calibrated. We can record tone over again to see how it performs. Let me set to 0 decibels here. Okay, I believe that's enough. You see, it's even. We have about 1 decibel there. So it's not always fully correct. It has some plus minus like half decibel or 1 decibel. But in overall, it works pretty good. If we will change direction, it will look for azimuth. So over again, I will show you how it looks like. So this motor will be working, and then on the right side you may see that level motor may be working. Let's start calibration procedure over again. You see, level motor is working, adjusting, done. So tape is calibrated. And let's try the last one, the metal. See, I didn't check it myself. I checked only type 1. So let's try type 4. Let's do calibration procedure. So it just changes the level. Motor, azimuth, ready. Let's record 15 kilohertz. We may adjust a little bit bias. Stop flashing. Okay. So when we record in 15 kilohertz, it records 15.3 kilohertz, I believe. It's increased sensitivity, and here is actually minus 20 decibel. What we see here is 0, it's a minus 20. Our goal is to adjust bias to make sure that it will be even. So what we have on the source generator, we have on the output. As it's not direct, not like it's 3-head DAC, but due to limitations, so they save it. They set just 4 Dolby chips versus 8 on 682 model. We cannot try source tape, so there is no switch here. That's the only difference. So they saved on the chips. Let's see. So it's playing back. You see minus 20 decibel. And if you will see levels here, it's minus 18 decibels. So minus 19 last year. And as you remember, the generator is minus 19 decibels. So 1 decibel, it's pretty good difference for after calibration in this age. So that's it. So I had to fully reassemble, fix this tape transport, replaced with 5 belts and idler. So everything new, cleaned, works nice. after levels, you see this deck is pretty. And I just like to see the face. How does the face look like? You see. So that's the face. On other tape it was much better. So let's check. A better tape with better shell. All my tapes are highly used. So let's do calibrate it. Oops, different tape type. So let's calibrate it. Let's record 15 kilohertz. Let's adjust it here so it would not be jumping. So you see generator produce 15.3 kilohertz from this deck. Let's do recording. So I remind that this is minus 20 decibels level. When we switch to 15 kilohertz, it changes the scale. Unfortunately, it doesn't show it here. What I mentioned also, comparing to 680, this meter is much brighter. So that's the difference. And this auto calibration unit. So here is the face. I don't like it. It's maybe better. Let's adjust it a little bit. So here is the adjustment for the azimuth. Let's make it like that. Let's do calibration. Let's start over again. Let's see, the left channel level is a little bit high. Tape is old and not very consistent. Now it's much better. So you see how pinch rollers affect the face on 15 kilohertz, but it still looks good. We can use this azure figure to see that it's in the shape. So that's it probably for tonight. Thank you for your attention and have a good day. Probably one small comment on recording quality. This deck records much better comparing to 680. 680 had a lot of bass. This has enough bass, but it's like don't overwhelm from the bass perspective. And sound is very good. So I will do another recording with the sound from this deck. You will be excited. Thank you and good night.